Okay, so this is the SPSS software. I have went ahead and I've already filled some data for you because it takes some time. But in case you are opening a new one, it's going to look the same, but it's going to be blank. So there are two views. Is on the Excel Marilla. On the other hand, you have Excel, right? Where you are just you're just filling the details. அவ்வளவுதான். There is nothing else to that. But SPSS has these two different views. One is called as the variable view, and other one is called as the data view. So before you start with your questionnaire, before you start entering the details of your questionnaire, you have to tell SPSS what each question is. So, for example, you have 60 items in your questionnaire. You have to fill out all those 60. Okay. So, you have to fill out all those 60. You have to tell what is the question, what are the options, what type of scale it is, nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio. All those things you have to tell it to the software, and then you will be able to enter the details. Okay, so that's called as the variable view and the data view. Variable view is the place where you enter the questions. So first you will have to go to the variable view. Only then you will be able to enter details in the data view, right? So first we'll go to the variable view. We will populate it. So say for example, you have a question, right? You have a question such as we already have gender, name, age. Uh, so something similar, simple, okay. Level of education, right? Uh, so there are two things. One is this name. This name cannot start with caps, cannot have a space. அந்த மாதிரிலாம் there are so many characteristics for this name. So the name you cannot have the entire question and all. That you can use the labels. So name means you have to give that variable a name. It is going to be a simple name. It cannot start with caps. If you make a mistake, it will tell you. So I'm going to start something with caps. Say for example, plain. I'm just typing like that. Oh, it automatically converted it to small. Let me see if I. Okay, the variable name duplicate exists. So like that, it will throw you each error. Variable should be unique. It cannot be already existing. Okay, wow. So, but also I don't think it can start with the caps. Let me try. Okay, it can start with the caps. Can it start with the number? It cannot start with the number. Okay. So whenever you do something, it will throw you the error. All you have to do is read the error and understand what it's saying. So it doesn't allow duplicates. It doesn't allow. Uh, it doesn't allow you to start your variable name with the number like this. It will give you a lot of things. Okay. So that is the first one, name. Then you have the type. So here you can tell what type of data it is. So it's going to be a number, it's going to be a string, it's going to be a date. Okay. So what is the type of the data, how many decimal points you want? All this you can fill in the second column, which is called as the type. Width is just how big it is going to be. What is the actual number? Decimal is how many decimal points will it carry. So you can have a number that's 8-character long along with 2 decimals. But these are all small things. You don't have to worry about it. If you have a doubt, just click something and choose something. Automatically it will populate everything with the default options, right? So yeah, the important thing is label. Here you can put whatever you want. This is what you will get in your when you take output in your graph, in your charts, everywhere. Whatever you are going to give in your labels is the one that is going to be printed. So variable is just a name, or name is just a variable for it to store. So that will not come anywhere. Only your labels will come. So this you have to explain it in a detailed manner, right? So that will be the third step. Then you have values. So say for example, level of education. I'll say this is level of education. Okay. So this is the important one, values. So whenever you have multiple MCQs, whenever you have options where you want to uh, see these things, what are the different options you have? You have like 4 options, 5 options. All those things you have to fill it here. This is how the software knows that you are going to have these are the options that are going to be filled. So you just have to click on this small box here, and you can give the value and label. What is this value and label? So every time you will not be typing mail, 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 mail. You can give it values. So generally values can start with 0 or with 1. So if you have 4 options, you can give 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can give 0, 1, 2, 3. It is your thing. Or you can give anything, whatever you feel. Mail means you can keep M. These things you can do. So I generally would like to give 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 0, because people will generally, it's difficult for people to use it from 0. So 1 I'm going to say is high school, and then you have to click add. 2 I'm going to say is after high school, what comes? I don't know, maybe UG. Third I'm going to put PG. 4 you can give PhD, whatever you want. We'll stop with here. So when you are representing this, if somebody has chose high school, means you just have to type 1. You don't have to type all high school and things like that. The software will understand what you are trying to say. Okay, once you are done, you just have to give okay. So missing means you can give a value for missing. If people have not filled something, so they gave you a questionnaire, you guys returned it back to them, and some of you did not fill some boxes. So missing values, you have to enter it. So you have to tell the software that this person filled all the other question, but this one they missed. Okay, so that is called as missing value. You can give a value for that as well. You can give 0 or n null, whatever you want, you can choose. So whenever you type that, the software will take it as that person did not answer this particular question, right? Columns, alignment, scale. So this you already know, nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio, those scales. So that option will be present here. You just have to choose which it is. Ordinal means it will be in order. Nominal means you don't have nominal here. Oh, you have nominal. Nominal means it's just namesake. There is no proper categorization. Ordinal means there is a particular order. Then you have scale. Scale is very good, good, okay, bad, very bad, worse, like that. Okay. So what is this that we chose? High school, UG, There's an order in it. So I'm going to choose this as ordinal. Again, this doesn't play a lot of role unless you go to a very difficult calculations. Otherwise, this it'll just say you cannot use a ordinal value for this particular test. It'll throw that error. That's all. But most of the tests that you want to do, you can do normally. So like this, you will fill each and every question in your questionnaire into the variable view. As soon as you fill it, then you can go to the data view. You can see whatever you fill, it's going to be present here. You can see level, plant. These are some variables we added now. So we'll go to level. So what are the options we had in level? Can you remember? We said one is UG, one is high school, 2 is UG, and things like that, right? So I just have to put 1 and it'll understand what it is, right? It'll say 1 only. When you do the test, it will understand. For that, there's just an option here. If you click on it, it will say what is the actual name. But this we generally do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll write it in the questionnaire, one questionnaire. So I'll keep it on one side, and I can know what option it is. Or you can give A, B, C, D also. But A, B, C, and D are not next to each other in the keyboard. So generally, you don't look at the keyboard and type it. You look at the questionnaire and write 1, 2, 3. You'll just type it in that order. So generally, we don't do A, B, C, D, but You can, it's all up to you, however you want. So here I'm going to give 2. The next one I can say 3. Let's put a number that we didn't enter and let's say what it does. It's just taking it. So 5. It's just taking it. Okay. So you can see how for gender I have put 0, 1. For gender probably I use male and female as 0 and 1. So that's up to you. So this is how you have two views. First is the variable view. Variable view is where you enter all the items in your questionnaire and fill in the options. Then you have the data view. The data view is the view where you just type the numbers instead of all. So if you have hundreds of questionnaires, so now you don't have to type good, very bad, strong, and all. You just have to type the option numbers in it. That's it. So it'll be able to do all the calculation by itself with that. So this is the basics of SPSS. You have to understand it has two views: variable view and data view. In variable view, you will enter all the questions, items, and their options. In data view, you will just enter whatever option each person types. So here, 1 means it's the first respondent, 2 means second respondent. Like that, we'll put number for questionnaire so we don't get it mixed up generally, okay? Otherwise, you don't know which questionnaire is for which option, whether somebody wants to verify it, they cannot. So we always put a number in the questionnaire that we received and then we follow it with this number. Okay, wow. So this is the utter basics. So now what can you do with it? Okay. Before that, I want to, once we are completed with the variable view and the data view, we can go to the analyze tab and then click on descriptive statistics. This gives us the basic statistics like frequency, descriptive analysis, cross tabs, etc. So frequency is the most basic analysis. Here you will be able to choose what all questions that you want. So for all the questions that you want to do the analysis, select them and then click this arrow that will bring those into the variables tab. And then here you have other options like, do you need a chart? What kind of chart do you need? Do you need to format the chart? All these options you can click and give OK. And then your analysis tab will open and will give you all the percentage wise results as well as all the charts. To edit this chart, you can edit it, click on it and edit it here, as well as you can do it in the previous menu. So this is simple descriptive statistics where you get a frequency table. Then you can also do cross tabs. That is also interesting analysis method to follow, especially for beginners. Again, go to analysis, descriptive stats, and then choose cross tabs. So while choosing cross tabs, you can choose one question as row and other question as column. So you just have to import it into this. So if you click on this and bring it, it'll, if you click on the variable and bring it in, it's going to bring it inside columns and rows. As soon as that is done, you just have to give OK. So here you can see how easy one. So here you can see age has 3 categories: under 21, 21 to 25, 26 to 30, and one person is there under 21 age, and one person is UG level, and one person is 26 to 30 who has done his PG level. Like this, you can put cross tabs and find out how this helps your study. So cross tabs is taking options of 2 questions and pitting it against each other. So that is a cross tab.